Hi everybody, this is Master Ernie T again. Today with me is Mr. Casey Shea. He is a second-degree black belt. So we all know that the Snag X is an awesome tool for protection when it comes to striking, gunting, limb destruction. Today we're going to be working more on the assisting with joint locking. All right, so let's see what this can do. So let's say this is already deployed. So we're going to be working now with assisting joint locks. We're going to keep this really, really simple. Okay, our first technique is a cross grab. So he grabs me in a cross wrist grab, and I'm going to be trapping his hand, coming over and controlling his wrist, driving him straight down. At this point, I could use knee, I could be using kick, or I can rotate this and turn this technique now into an armbar. So again, this weapon is awesome for assisting on joint locks, and so we really want to focus that aspect today because we know this is an awesome striking tool. So one more time, cross grab, trapping the hand, and coming straight over the top. You can see the contour of this tool coming straight down on that wrist. It fits perfectly, controlling and straight down, creating a lot of pain compliance. Okay, rotating and controlling and moving into an armbar. Next technique, attack with the same side wrist grab, monitoring the left hand. Remember, we can always use this for blocking, okay, and also striking, so we already know that. I'm going to rotate the hand, and I'm going to come from behind, and I'm going to blend and move and come straight down onto an armbar, assisting me into other joint locks. Okay, next technique, a lapel grab. Trapping the hand, monitoring the left. We're going to loosen Mr. Casey's grab by using a strike to the bicep. As I strike to the bicep, the hand will loosen up. Moving into the thumb lever, assisting me with a thumb lock, and helping me with a finger stretch. Next technique, against a shoulder grab, monitoring the right hand. Trapping the hand, moving in, striking into the limb, bicep strike, rotating over, again, using our Snag X into the armbar. Pain compliance is now used and assisting me into other joint locks. Next technique would be against a hook punch. As I block using my hand, I'm also at the same time striking with the Snag X. Moving in, striking one more time up under the tricep and helping me blend into the next joint lock. Okay, using the snag, we can actually use this just the way it is in the hand. Easy to conceal, drop by your side, okay? And you also have now a great punching tool and also gunting tool on both sides, okay? Before actually deployment, before we actually get the blade out, before we get it into this position. You never see it coming till it's too late. Whether it's forward or reverse, gunting, arm destruction, as well as opening in this position before he knows it, Now we also have the claw that's coming out where we can control the technique. Boom, there's the gun. I hit him underneath here with this part here. So we'll go one more time. Boom, that's done here. I immediately come right from behind and I have absolute control over him. Absolute control over him. All I have to do now is just put a little pressure there and I'm done. He could grab me here, my shoulder. I could just come in, strike one time and just control. Take it from the wrist. Loosen him up, strike. 1, 2, 3. Number next. Pull. Number next. Pull. Punch comes in. Shift. Gunting. 1. Strike to the bicep. To the stomach. Using the hook. Controlling. Deploy. Shift and strike. Strike again. Control. Femoral nerve. Control with the hook. Control with the ankle. Assist. Shift. And strike. I lose my balance. So I come down. I strike one more time. I get low on a hook. I go to hyperextension. And I'm here. From this position, femoral artery, I can control everything. We're gonna go split. Gunting. 1, 2, on your back. 3. Okay, so a couple of techniques using the flail. With the weight of this particular weapon, the snag, a lot of motion, a lot of velocity coming in. You can use this as an impact weapon. As the punch comes in, I sidestep, trap out, and I flail. That's gonna go right into the target. Keep in mind, this is impact. Okay? So whether it's to the face or even to the collarbone, striking. Punch, inverted strike, retract, striking again, striking again, striking again, controlling again, assisting with my technique and my skill. Back to controlling. The flail sometimes I think is overdone. It could be a little flashy. It may be not the first technique that comes to mind in a combative situation. But for some that has the experience and the control and the technique, this could be an option for a technique. This flail, as we do this slow, cuts down the distance. So now we have a long range skill. This is your mid-range, so I would move in. This is my controller. So if we broke this down, we could be here long range, strike with the flail, return, move in, go to impact, move in, work the control. Assist me for my knees, assist me in my controlling, maneuvering. It's like another hand. Okay, the beauty of this weapon, the controlling aspect of this, obviously you have control over joint locks, pressure points, okay? But you also have, again, that impact, either here or here. So the ranges would be punch coming in and striking here, damage here, long range, impact, moving in, striking, and controlling, helping you with joint locks. So depending on the level of violence or attack, you would use these ranges and use the either compliance aspect of this, security guards, law enforcement, more controlling. Here, more controlling. Okay. So the next would be more of a aggressive approach where he has maybe a weapon or punching at me quick. Then I would get into more of my striking, limb destruction, and impact. And we can still pick and choose our targets. How bad do we really want to take this? So again, using this hooking action, as we do get into the hooking part of this, okay, not only this fits perfectly to the contour of a tricep tendon for extension, armbar, but we also have the serrated part of this on this blade. This is not a live blade again, but this does help get into grabbing. Okay, so you could actually feel this as it bites into the person's skin. And again, controlling, and it helps assist. The biggest thing is training and safety. Making sure that you have the right partner that has the experience, and you have really good control over your weapons so no one gets hurt. So if you're going to train with any weapon, including the Krudo Snag, make sure that you have the right training, the right instructor, the right practice, the right partner. Okay, very, very important. It wouldn't take much to get hurt using this. So make sure you train in safety. Let's talk about the left hand. A lot of times in video, we can only show so much realism on videos. The reality is that he's not going to stop punching me and trying to strike me until he hurts me. So when we're doing a video, we're doing it slow. And let's just say that I'm blocking and I'm striking here. I have to remind myself, and this is why in our system that we're always monitoring this left hand, I always want my partner that I'm training with to have that hand up at least to remind me that that hand is there. That hand is there to counter my technique or to grab me. Whether it's my wrist or my shoulder or a punch, that hand has to be in the equation of self-defense. So as we're doing this technique, and of course we're just going step by step, punch comes in, block and strike with the gunting. We're hoping that this hurts. My next move would have been here immediately. So hopefully if I trained correctly, and it's all about training, it's not about learning as much technique that you possibly can. You need to practice this over and over again, as fast as you can. Making sure that you understand that this other hand may be coming in at any time. So from here to here must be done very quickly. And because my weapon is up in this position and my next move would have been here, I can automatically see this other hand come up, and I can use this weapon again as a hook, but also use my other weapon, my natural weapon, my God-given weapon, to here with an elbow to a strike, back to the weapon. So always monitoring this hand. It all starts out nice here. And it all starts out, here's my plan. Punch comes in, gunting, striking. Gunting, striking. He feels this, he gets hurt, gunting, punch. Counter. It's just counter for counter. Strike. control. We have to remember that the person has 2 hands and 2 feet. He moves. He's alive and well, okay? And his first reaction is to survive as well. Even though he was the bad guy, he was the guy that started the fight. You have to understand that when I do this, for every action, there's a reaction. I do this, he goes, ouch, that hurts. But I have to make sure that he's gonna counter that because he got hurt. So I have to remember that. So that's what we train for in this system. 1, 2, or 1, 2. Now the punch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you again for watching. Make sure that you're training and practicing in safety. Make sure that you get a qualified instructor. Keep this in mind. This may not seem like a lethal weapon, but this can do some damage. So please be very, very careful and keep watching our YouTube channel.